can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys. Stay sharp.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course.
Hoppus isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon. You're that visitor been poking around. They say a dragon attacked Helgen. Sounds like hogwash to me.
Out of my way, stranger. You should try that bit on the barkeep. Maybe get yourself a free drink.
Yes? What do you need, my friend? Good day.
What can I do for you?
Greetings, stranger. The name's Hjormir, and I'm at your service. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Perhaps you need your boots shined, or your tunic washed, or need a letter delivered? But I am desperate. It's mostly because people only offer a few septums for my services. Oh, I get it. You mean my desperation is why they offer me so little. Wow, you're really wise, stranger. Can I be your apprentice? I'll cook and clean, and craft potions to heal your wounds. Really? I'll do everything you ask. Just say the word. If you're asking if I specialize in something, I'd say I do just about everything. For instance, I used to help Sven chop lumber. That is, until the day he almost lost his hand at the sawmill. Wasn't my fault, he ran into me. But he hasn't asked for my help since. Same with Delphine. She says I broke too many dishes. I broke maybe 3, at the most. Ha! That woman seems sweet on the outside, but beware. She has a real mean streak, too. Girder, though she'll vouch for me. And the blacksmith fellow. I forget his name. He taught me how to strip leather down. I'm guessing he would have hired me as his apprentice, but I think he knew I was destined for more. I know what you're getting at. I hear the whispers. But the only pattern I see is one of versatility. I mean, I'm no fool. Yes, I can be clumsy. Hara knows I'm not the best cook. But that's only because I'm not really concentrating on what I'm doing. And why should I? It's not as if the lumber chopping and dishwashing is a mentally exhausting skill. I figure I can do that stuff while I fill my head with greater pursuits. The most noble pursuits that any man can endeavor: vanquishing vampires, beheading warlocks, and saving damsels from the claws of despair. Whenever I work the bench, I imagine I'm hammering my foes into submission. Whenever I deliver a letter, I imagine I'm charging the battlements of Fort Braymore. Sometimes, when I'm in the middle of a job, I'll accidentally whisper under my breath something like, "Die, you dastardly bandits." Oh, you should see the look on my patrons' faces. Although it's kind of like the face you're making now. Ha! You sound like my father. Where were you 18 years ago on the 14th of Frostfall? I'll tell you what I told him. I don't plan to go out into the wilderness unprepared. I've been in countless fights already. In fact, I'm fighting right now, even as we speak. I'm of age, and a man grown. I can grow whiskers on my cheeks just like any old Nord. People treat me differently because of my station, but they still respect me as a man, which is more than I could say for my father. The last time I saw the old toad, all he did was bark orders and gripe. He complained my pheasant roast was overcooked. He nearly slapped me when I poured his beer and left a less than frothy head. And then he berated me the entire time I cleared his table. Yeah, but at least when he's eating, he keeps his mouth shut. The worst part is afterward, when he starts spouting racist nonsense. Elves poisoning our food, elves stealing our children, and don't tell them there's a difference between the elven races, let alone Altmer and Thalmor. They're all Thalmor maggots to him. Listening to the old man makes me ashamed to call myself a Nord. My mother is a kind woman. She always compliments me on my meals and tells me how proud she is to have me for her son. That's its own dilemma. When even I can tell my potage has no flavor, it's tough to appreciate the kindness of her words. While lies of deceit are born as spiders and die as flies, white lies can wilt like a rose and leave nothing but thorns. Just one, a sister. A real snobby bitch and obsessed with gold. Saving it, to be precise, which would be fine if she had a sense of humor about it. Whenever we went to the market in Whiterun, she'd always harass the vendors until they gave her a discount, just to make her leave. Poor Carlotta. Here she was, trying everything in her power to feed her children, and my sister shakes her down for every last septum. When we left, I told my sister, if there was one thing she didn't need any amulet or potion for, it was to become a master of cheap craft. That pretty much severed whatever relationship we had. And my sister holds a grudge as tight as she holds her coin purse. And I've had enough of talking about them, as it were. At least to anyone who isn't a patron. Goodbye.
Well met, friend. New to Riverwood? How can I help you? Lucan over in the Riverwood Traders says thieves broke into his store. Strange. He says they hardly took anything. It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes. Years passed. The lumber was used for houses or furniture. Now, the soldiers just buy it all. The thought of my wood being used for weapons makes me sick. Have to admit, I'm attached to the place. Suppose that makes me crazy, doesn't it? We're a small village, but we work hard and take care of our own. Only worry we've got is the war reaching this far. Cross the river and then head north. You'll see Whiterun on its hill as you pass the falls. And by supplies, I suppose you mean weapons and armor? Alvor can help you out. He's our blacksmith. Aye.
I'm spoken for, you know, so don't get any ideas. Just follow the road north. When you get to Hunting Brew Meadery, turn left and the road will take you to the city gates. It's not far. We used to go to the market there every month or so until the roads got so dangerous with the war and all. Until next time.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course. Hey there! Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. That's a decent weapon you've made here. Glad you're here. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. This looks good. You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Keep safe. Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course. I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh? I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. The finest weapons and armor. New face, and a right ugly one at that. No offense. Here for work? Hi, you met Camilla yet? Wouldn't mind getting my hands on those trunks. Oh, yes. Now that you mention it, I think... sorry about that. It's not that bad. We work hard. Try to do right by our families. At least the damned war hasn't gotten here. Yet. Got business here in Riverwood, eh? There are worse villages. I've got enough to worry about. Taking care of my family. I don't concern myself with such matters. Just head north. Can't miss it. It's the capital of Whiterun Hold. Woodcutting's my trade. Best log splitter from here to Riften. It's all in the way you hold the axe. Caress it, like any wench, and she'll do you right. Aye.
Forget it. I don't do that kind of work. You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you? Either I'm drunk or you're naked. Possibly both. Until next time.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Anything you need?
One of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, the customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. My sister Camilla or I will be happy to help you. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, By the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else. I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one. This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child. Mara bless you for agreeing to help us. Well, it's a winding road up the mountain just ahead. You'll know you're in the right place once you spot the old watchtower. Once you get to the tower, head north. Bleak Falls Barrow should be just around the corner further up. I came here from the Imperial Province to work with my brother Lucan. It got bad back in Cyrodiil. The war with the Thalmor ruined everything. Now I just want to put the whole nasty business behind me. I came to Skyrim looking for a better life. So what did I get? Another war. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped. I just want to find a good husband and start a family of my own. Could you talk to Feindal as well? Good luck. Lucan and I will be waiting for you back in the shop.